crocodile skin or alligator skin, whichever you want it to be. All you're going to need is your piece of cardstock for the card front. I am using Mellow Moss today. You're going to need Versamark, a scallop punch, some ink. I'm using Summer Sun. You could also use creamy caramel, more mustard, or maybe even close to cocoa. I'm not sure. I haven't played with that one yet, but any of those more subtle of the earth elements are going to work. And then I'm using tweezers, but if you have a bone folder or an empty ink pen, you could use either of those, just something to scratch the surface with. You're also going to need clear embossing powder and your heat tool. If you don't have a heat tool, you're not going to be able to do this one, but heat tools are really cheap. You can get them between $20 and $30 depending on where you buy it. Real simple to use, not too expensive, and they'll last for a long time. So first, you are going to take your Versamark and just cover your paper. Just going to smear it on there until the whole thing's getting covered. Okay, then I use a paper plate to catch mine. You may have the dishes that hold it, but I just use a paper plate. Pour your clear embossing powder over the whole thing. Make sure you cover it. And then what I do to get the excess off is just kind of tap or flick the back of it. And that'll put all my excess in here. And I'm just going to move that so it doesn't get blown away. Now, while this is wet, this is where I'm going to use my tweezers. You would use your scoring tool. Just draw some lines diagonally across here. They do not need to be straight. In fact, they look better if they're not straight. And then once you get them going that way, you're going to switch and go the opposite direction. So that now you have crisscross pattern. And you just kind of want fat parts and skinny parts and a grid pattern. There you go. Now I'm going to get my heat tool. And I'll probably block this out so you guys don't have to listen to it, but you're going to heat the whole surface of your card until it's completely done. It's going to look like the linoleum on your kitchen floor. A little bit bubbly, but really, really shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, and once you've used your heat tool to emboss this, it's going to be really shiny. It's going to be hot for just a couple seconds, but then you'll be able to touch it right away. It's not that bad. So you get this really cool, I hope it shows up, really cool shiny alligator skin look. And you're going to take your ink and your sponge and just go ahead in a circular motion. Get the ink down into those grooves really good. This helps give it a little bit more added texture. And you can experiment with the other colors and see which one you like. And don't know how well that's going to show up, but it just got rid of the white lines and made it look a little bit more realistic, I think. Now, you're going to take your scallop punch, turn it over so you can see where you're punching, and we're going to take bite marks out of it, just like the gator himself bit it. And I'm going to do 3 because it's always a better number than 2. Okay, so there's that. Push those out of the way. We have a little alligator over here I'm going to stick on the front. Then I'm going to finish up my project and you finish up your project. I'm going to mount this on a card front. And this is what we have. And I also took a bite out of the inside of my card just so it coordinated. There you are, alligator skin. Thanks for looking. Have a good day.